Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reading a Rengoku listener by me. So let's get into it. There were many times that Rengoku felt like he had questions that he couldn't answer. And that was fine. A lot of the time, it meant that he had to respect your privacy and not ask anything further. But being in a relationship also meant to share. To share your pains and your past, which is not something you seemed so willing to do. And truly he wouldn't judge you. He didn't want to anyway. But it was still painful, regardless. It was painful to have something like this. To feel like he was unable to do anything for you. Like there wasn't anything that he could do to help you. And so, it felt like he was stuck. He didn't like this feeling. And he didn't want to feel like he was completely helpless when it came to you. You meant a lot to him, and it was definitely not just stopping, because he felt like he was unable to breach this wall between you two. And it was all until you had stopped wearing your jacket, and he actually saw your arms, that he noticed a lot of bruises that were there, littering your body. And he felt guilty for not even noticing earlier. He had many questions he wanted to ask. Yet, he was not sure how to approach that. How to even begin. What to even ask first. Until you caught him staring, and frowned. I can see you, Rengoku. You're not really that subtle. If you think you are, then you're mistaken. My apologies. I'm only worried about you, Mayan. I have never seen anything like this. Who did that to you? Does it matter? It's already happened to me. Knowing who did it doesn't change a single thing about the past. I don't want to dwell on it. At least tell me. Please. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want to know what's going on. I love you, Ayan. You must at least know that. Rengoku, I don't want to burden you with all of this. It's too much for one person. It's too much for me, and it certainly will be way too much for you. Will you at least give it a shot? Please. And you looked at him for a while, seeing how desperate he was. How he was struggling to just do anything when he was worried about you like this. And you could tell whatever it was that you were doing, no matter your intentions, or what you were actually thinking while you were doing it. It was not helping him at all, no matter what you thought. So at the very least you had to tell him, so he wouldn't be miserable like this. I guess I could be honest then, if that's what you need right now. I don't want to lie to you or hide anything from you. It's not what you deserve. I'm glad you've come to the conclusion, Mayan. I just don't want to intrude on you, but at the same time, I want to know if there is anything that I can do. Anything to help at all. I can't just see you like this, suffering in silence, and feel like I'm unable to do anything. I understand, Rengoku. I get you. And to be quite honest, I don't blame you at all for this line of thought. I would have the same thoughts too. So, I guess, what I mean to say is, I'm sorry. I didn't want to pressure you like this. I didn't want to do a lot of things that would make you upset. All these things that I would tell you, they would be stressful to you, Rengoku. It doesn't benefit you to know who did this. Not when there's nothing you can do. And how would you know that? Did we at least try? You should at least tell me, Ayan. Or tell me that you're being hurt so I can comfort you. That's all I want. I don't want you to be suffering in silence. I understand. And I'm sorry for leaving you like this. And your thoughts and all. The person who did this to me was my father. I didn't want to tell you because it would be too much. And there was nothing you could do anyway. It's not like you could just go up to him and tell him to stop. He wouldn't. I don't want you to fight him either. So that's why I was silent. I don't know what to do, Rengoku. And I can't leave him right now. We still have a lot to do to be in our place. You didn't want to leave your little brother alone. And it's not like you can leave your father for me. And you said it would be difficult to have me in your home because of how he is and everything. So I didn't want to pressure you to do anything. That's why. I see. I understand now, Wyon. I don't blame you for your decisions. I understand where they came from. But I really mean to say that maybe next time, try to be a little bit more careful. Worry about yourself. Think of yourself first. And as for this, just sit down and I'll ice them for you. You nodded and sat down. And after a couple of moments, he came back with some ice. And he began to ice your bruises. He looked a little bit upset, and he was quiet, thinking deeply, before he looked into your eyes. And you're going to move. What? You're going to move in with me. But where? You can't really be just saying this. You're going to come home. To me. With my father and my brother. He'll be fine. Yeah, he's not the best, but at least he won't hurt you. And my brother will keep you company. It really won't be all that bad. Just trust me. I do. I really do. It's just a lot all at once. Maybe I should have told you earlier. You should have. But it doesn't matter right now. I'm just glad that you did in the first place. It took some time, but you finally came around. True. Thank you, Rengoku. It truly means the world to me. You say, and he holds you gently, wrapping his arms around you, kissing the top of your forehead. He was still upset you hesitated to tell him, but there was not much that he could do about that. Not much he could do to also change the past. What's done is done. For now, he'll just be happy with who you are. And the fact that he can actually help you. You didn't have to be hurt anymore. He'll take care of you and make sure nobody hurts you ever again.